Good morning, everyone. We have Kevin Kruder with Wellcare joining us today. He's going to present the 2026 first looks for Medicare. Thank you so much, Kevin. We appreciate your time. Go ahead, take it away.
Thank you, Miranda. Um, Sorry, I don't know if you can hear a plane is going right over my house, but I appreciate everybody's time and the opportunity to present WellCare 2026. We're going to discuss ready to sell process and go into some MAPD first looks. With that, we'll kick things off. Again, appreciate your partnership and thank you for the opportunity to review 2026 changes and updates. With our agenda, we'll introduce the team in Michigan. We'll cover the ready to sell process. We'll touch on AHIP or NABIB certification and WellCare ACT training. We'll get into Michigan plans and the first look website. I guess time, if time allows, I can do a demo of the first look website and then answer, hopefully answer any of your questions at the end. But with that, again, my name's Kevin Kruder. I'm one of two Rams in Michigan, along with Jamie Kestelut. We report to Emily Lalonde, who covers 5 states in the Central region. Kimberly Scott is our sales director in charge of the Central Region WellCare MAPD. Just wanted to call your attention to the Michigan Broker Support shared inbox. Everyone listed here has access to this mailbox, so please feel free to utilize. To start things off, we'll cover broker ready to sell process. Just as the slide states, to market and sell 2026 WellCare MAPD and PDP products, brokers must complete the following ready to sell requirements. Your Medicare certification, which is offered by AHIP or NABIB. Once completed and transmitted to WellCare, the annual certification training will be available in your portal. So we'll do a brief overview of the certification process. Again, completing either 2026 AHIP or NABIB is required to market and sell 2026 plans. Both can be accessed in your Centene Workbench portal through the training center. There is a discount on AHIP, as you can see in the slide. NABIB offers member pricing $100. Your completed scores will be transmitted to your Centene Workbench Training Center. WellCare does not accept PDF certificates of completion. And to access the discount, you'll use the Centene Workbench portal saved on your computer or follow the link, which I can include in a chat or share with the group later. But that is your Ping 1 sign-on link. Once logged in, locate the navigation menu on the left side of your dashboard, select training, and then Medicare certification from the sub-menu. Once on Medicare certification, vendors page, select AHIP, Medicare certification. Once the section is expanded, select go to AHIP to proceed to the AHIP site. You'll log on to AHIP by following these steps. If you're a returning user, you enter your username, NPN, and password. First-time users will navigate and register by creating a new account. So this slide, a lot like the AHIP, but this just outlines with NABIB. You want to select NABIB if that's your preference. The process is slightly different. Instead of AHIP, when you're finished with AHIP, it asks you if you want to transmit it, but I believe the process with NABIB, they ask you beforehand. So just wanted to touch on that. I'm not familiar with NABIB, but for those of you who are, we wanted to include this. It is offered and available to you. So the next step in the ready to sell process is the Wellcare annual certification training. Again, completion of the 2026 Wellcare ACT is the second step in becoming certified to market and sell 2025 and 2026 Wellcare Medicare Advantage product offerings. Training must be completed by September 30th. Advantage brokers will want to do that to avoid suspension prior to October 1st. 85% or higher is required to pass. And the 21 one note, the 24-hour waiting period to retake the mastery exam is eliminated with unlimited exam attempts available. So that's changed. Wanted to call that out. Same thing as AHIP and NABIB. You'll use your Ping One link to access your Workbench portal. This is what you should see when you're accessing. And then this just continues. You'll see open assigned trainings, and you'll just follow it from the top to the bottom. Once you complete the top one, the second step in the process will become available to you once you complete the first, and then so on and so forth until you're at the exam. So we have a quick 2026 certification update. We're pleased to confirm that in response to feedback with our broker partners, there will be no new contract signature requirements for brokers already contracted with Wellcare. So that's exciting news. I know last year it was kind of complicated, and even after passing your ACT, there was still one more step that if you didn't see it in your portal or notice that the training was not available to you, you know, it was an acknowledgement, and we're pleased to announce that that is going away. New brokers will sign their initial contract, and they will auto renew the following year. So now we'll get into the Michigan First Look review. To give an outline of the family of brands, Centene is the corporate entity, and the brands pictured in this chart are the company administering the Medicaid marketplace and MAPD in Michigan. Meridian is the Medicaid arm. Ambetter is your ACA marketplace. And Wellcare offers Medicare Advantage plans, PDP, in the state of Michigan. With that branding focus, we'll touch on an update and one of the biggest changes for Michigan, the new DSNP aligned EAE AIP plan and the logo to be on the lookout for. So when you see this logo, this is the aligned plan. What this is doing is including both Wellcare and Meridian, so that immediately stands out that it is an aligned Medicaid, Medicare integrated plan. EAE stands for exclusively aligned enrollment. AIP stands for applicable integrated plans. So for these 2026, these plans feature the Medicaid entity within the plan name and utilize co-branded logo to visually represent the partnership between Wellcare and the Medicaid brand. So when this logo will be used for the DSNP aligned plan only. So on to some MAPD market highlights. As we touched on the new aligned plan and expansion into Berrien County, which is kind of that bottom left corner of the state. $0 prescription drugs on the dual aligned plan. DSNP members with SSBCI, they still have that spendables card, and they've included now pest control and home assistance and safety items. And then one other, um, highlight, we want you to know that the Wellcare Spendables allowances are now monthly, loaded monthly, and the unused amounts roll over. In the past, you only saw that with DSNP plans, but now all plans will have a allowance loaded monthly, and anything that's not used that month will roll over. Where in the past they would lose that. Um, Unfortunately, we don't have printed materials quite yet, so I don't have benefit amounts with the spendables and the plans in general. You'll see when we get into the first looks. For right now, we have green check marks showing that the benefit is offered. We'll get into that in a moment. So now we'll break down MAPD plans and provide a visual scenario incorporating the new changes. So this is just a snapshot of the Michigan plans for 2026. Uh, Follow up on the low premium HMO POS and low premium open PPO. The HMO low premium will now be the Wellcare Simple HMO POS, and the Wellcare low premium open PPO will now be the Wellcare Simple open PPO. So into the dual plan focus. So there will be 4 dual plans for Wellcare in 2026, including the addition of our dual aligned plan. Important to note, MSP levels will impact member movement within certain counties. So you'll see here, before I go on, you'll see here the MSP levels accepted are FBDE, SLMB plus, and QMB plus. So if you're not one of those 3, then the aligned plan is not an option. The member isn't at the MSP level where they would be qualified. So into the county footprint, as I mentioned, new county for only HIDE plans. Berrien County will offer 1 plan, and no other DSNP plans are offered in these now 9 counties by Wellcare. So I'll be honest, we're still kind of um, learning how to explain this and incorporate you know just the details that brokers need to know if you have clients in these counties. We thought this next slide would kind of give you an idea of what you're going to be looking for. So a question: I have clients who are on one of the other 3 dual plans and they live in one of those 9 counties. What happens to them? So members who are currently enrolled in the Wellcare Dual Access Open and who reside in these counties, in the 9 counties, their plan will term at the end of the year. Members will need to actively choose a new plan for 2026. So the Wellcare Dual Access HMO POS DSNP will no longer be offered in those 9 counties for 2026. There are 2 scenarios the member will go through. Members within the plan who have MSP levels FBDE, SLMB plus, and QMB plus will get their ANOC stating that they will crosswalk over to the Wellcare Meridian Dual Align HMO DSNP. Members within the plan who have an MSP level of QMB only will need to choose a new plan. Remember, these aligned plan, the aligned plan only accept MSP level FBDE, SLMB plus, and QMB plus. So what does this mean for my dual clients in other counties? Glad you asked. So those members within those 28 counties listed here will remain in their respective plans, and they'll remain in that plan should they not make a plan change during AEP. The same plans and same contract codes are for 2026. These are the non-aligned dual plans. Um, dual non-aligned dual plan counties, and only these three D-STIP plans, non-aligned, are offered in these counties. So onto our core plans. And these are our core plans, non-D-STIP plans, and the complete service area. So the core plans are available in those 9 counties, with the exception of Berrien County. That Berrien County has the one aligned D-SNP plan, and you'll see our simple PPO, simple HMO, the Patriot Give Back, uh, open PPO, the Wellcare Give Back, and the Wellcare Assist. So now, if I mean, I can either get into questions, or if you'd like, I can go through the first look site just to kind of help agents navigate. Um, I guess whatever you think.
Yeah, I'd say just continue on, Kevin. If anyone has any questions, throw it in the chat and we'll address those as they come in. Okay, I think we're good.
Okay, I will. If you'd like, I'll do a demo of the first look website.
Yeah, great.
Okay. Okay, you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, great. Let me just expand this. Okay. Um, okay. You can see the wellcarefirstlook.com, the 2026 first look webpage.
Yep, sure
Okay,
can.
great. So on the front page, there's a message from Wellcare CEO. I encourage you to read that if you'd like. But it's a pretty interactive site for those brokers who have other states that they're licensed in. This is kind of like your first, like the first step to um, getting into the plan and plan details. If you drag your cursor over here, you can see what county. And then when we go into viewing the plan, a new feature this year, you could search by county. So if your client or beneficiary uh, lives in these counties, the county listed will show how many plans are available. So as we mentioned, Berrien just has that one. When we go to all counties, we can see all plans. And um, as I mentioned, as of right now, we only have green check marks. As the benefit amounts are finalized and enrollment kits go out to print, you will start to see this website, expand with those benefit amounts and more details. So you'll see plans listed, contract number, MA, the MA option for veterans is that Patriot Give Back. So when we let's go to Wayne, because they're the aligned, one of the aligned counties. So you'll see in Wayne County, the simple open PPO and the simple HMO, the MA only. And at the bottom, you'll see this logo and the Meridian Dual, Wellcare Meridian Dual Align HMO. One thing that's helpful is when you download, you just press this download button. If it's like, let's see if it's specific to Wayne because I was on Wayne. Yep. So because I was on Wayne, it's specific to Wayne County. So if you want all counties, you'll want to make sure you're on all counties. And then that download will just give you an easier kind of visual, um, you know, way to contrast and compare plans. And as I mentioned, the same thing. This once you download this with benefit information, um, that will be updated. And you know, if you download a copy today, you might want to download another copy in a couple weeks because more information will be added. Um, yeah. Okay. Um, the 2026 highlights again. This will be updated, but a lot of the key highlights for both MAPD and Dual are featured on here. Some information about WellCare spendables, um, and just to give you an idea of what it like when we go to 2025, all these digital materials will be available for 2026 in the coming weeks. So you'll be able to see benefit highlights. You could download formulary, enrollment forms, search for formulary, and then you can download scope of appointment, get star rating information, and then you can provide members who are interested, um, another copy of their ANOC, evidence of coverage, and benefit summary. So think that's I think that's kind of it for me. If is there any questions regarding the site?
Uh, excuse me, no, the site looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's
Very
pretty
user-friendly.
user
Yeah.
friendly, I think.
Yeah, and that's great. You can just see a snapshot or print just what you want to look at. So I
Yeah.
like that. Quick question, are you able to go over any on the PDP side?
So we don't have any. I know, I know the question, and I, truly don't blame brokers for being frustrated. And we have not heard that PDP commissions are coming back. I don't agree with the decision either. It seems like other uh, other carriers are trending towards that, which isn't isn't great news either. But if there is any updates to that and regarding PDP and commission changing, I'm sure broker you know broker blast email, those notifications will go out quick. You know, but as of right now, they're telling us to communicate that there haven't been any changes discussed. So unfortunately, that's regarding PDP. I mean, it's a separate part of WellCare. Um, I can I can see if there's anybody from the PDP side that would uh you know have availability to discuss those changes, but unfortunately I don't have PDP information. We're Medicare Advantage um only.
Got it. Okay. And maybe you can answer this question. Someone popped in the chat. Do you know if the PDPs are going to be available? I mean, commission aside, are they just going to be available in all counties in Michigan? Or at least the
uh,
same county footprint or
yes, this the same county footprint. um there's Um, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not I want to say they're available in all counties, but um I'm not 100%. I can shoot you an email with the answer to that and, and
Yeah,
update you.
perfect. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. That would be great. And I can follow up with that. Well, all right. That was wonderful. Anyone, if you have any questions here, last minute questions, feel free to unmute, throw it out there, or throw it in the chat. Um, Outside of that, Kevin, that was wonderful. We'll keep a look on the first look site here for when that info will fully be dropping. You're anticipating a couple weeks yet to see the final numbers.
Yeah, I would say by the second or third week of September we should have either almost everything um available to us or shortly thereafter. But definitely before AEP, but the sooner the better.
Right, right. Okay. Well, perfect. No questions are popping in, so that was a good overview, and everyone knows where to go to find the details and specifics. So thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate your time.
Great. Same here. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.